Weda manyore siagago meikoroko na meabato atende niekirago guo gari gwo gokurutia ko. Yo, I'm gonna announce this shamelessly. Our song, that particular song, won Song of the Year, Central Song of the Year. A round of applause. And of course the videographer, it also won Video of the Year, right? Video of the Year was by none other than Farm Studios mwenyewe, mwenye ako hapa tuko naye tunafanya hii maneno. Hey! Welcome to my channel. My name is KAREH-B. This is where we keep it musical, we keep it creative, we deal with the theater and the arts. If that's your kind of vibe, kindly consider subscribing, kindly leave that thumbs up, and also please guys, comment. Wacheni comment hapo chini. Let's interact on a personal level. All right? Okay, let's get into the video. I saw a comment somewhere and someone was asking me, Kare, what is MVP? Okay, MVP simply means most valuable person. Most valuable person. And in my channel, you, my viewer, you are my most valuable person. But very soon we're going to introduce interacting and having conversations with people on set. Yes, and I'd like you to comment on the comment section who exactly you'd like for us to bring on board. Remember, our content is all around creatives. So if you're going to comment, it should be someone who is in the interior design, because interior design is also art. Someone who is into pencil art, like drawing portraits and all that. Someone who is into makeup, because makeup is also an art. Anything around art and creative. Kindly comment who you'd like us to bring on board. Okay? So yeah, today is a very simple video. It is a story. I've never done a story in this channel, so this is going to be our first. So when I finished my high school, my sister advised me to do college. So the first college that I joined was UON, yes, University of Nairobi. When I went there, I did public relations from certificate to diploma to degree, okay? So I was doing part-time classes, okay? And you know where the UON is? It's adjacent to the Kenya National Theatre. Since I was doing part-time classes, and I had so much free time. Yani, you know how life can be when you're done with high school and you're just trying to juggle through your life. I had so much free time. So sometimes I'd come to town early, and then I'd go chill at the Kenya National Theatre. Then my time is up to go to class, and I go to class. So one day I got curious and I asked myself, what happens? Because I see every time there was a notice board that everybody used to go on there and check and read, and some are jubilating, some like, oh. So I got curious and I asked myself, what goes on there in that notice board? So I asked the lady cleaner around, and she was good enough to assist me with some information. She told me that this is the Kenya National Theatre, this is where the Kenyan actors come, and that notice board is where they get notices for auditions. Auditions are for you come and you auditions if you're going to join a play. Simple and clear. So yeah, yes. I'm an actor. For those who don't know, I am a live. I have done the Kenya National Theatre. That's the live performance. I've also done film, and yeah, let's start there. Let the story start there. So when I joined the Kenya National Theatre, among many other productions that I have done, you know, productions are contracted, and once the contract is done, you search for another contract, and life goes on. So I joined this Kikuyu group called Johari Productions. Johari Productions, I think, was one of my 360 turn in terms of my career, because that is the first group that I ever joined that was doing music and acting at the same time. They are called musicals. So yeah, when I joined, first of all, my Kikuyu was pathetic. Like you heard, I learned my Kikuyu as a grown person. So when I joined, I was, laid back kidogo from the, like the actor who comes in speaking Kikuyu, because my Kikuyu was not that good. So I was, I wouldn't say sidelined, They worked with my strengths. So my strength at the time was my singing. And the one and only director, Mr. Tosh Anto, is the only guy who would make my skin shiver, and I would get goosebumps when I saw him come in, because he was a director and his word was final. Okay, so he came and he told me one day, Kare, you're gonna do this song and you're gonna do it in Kikuyu. And guess what? Our theater then never had a sound system, so there were no microphones, there was no instrumental. I was thrown into the deep end. I was told, you're going to sing this song, you're going to project, and let the last person at the hall hear your voice. Let them feel your emotion in the song. I was like, yo, now you've killed me. You have killed me. How am I supposed to do that? But again, I told you, I was thrown into the deep end and I had to swim my life out. So I was thrown into the deep end and I had to save my life. Yeah. And this, because since it was a musical vernacular play, it had its own niche, so it had its crowd. So definitely the halls were like this. Okay, so me, the first time I was told, that day I was, have you ever seen, do you see how a leaf of a tree, yani, I was like this. Even you could see my dress, it was shaking like this, because it was my first performance. I had never done anything like that before. I was not sure whether I was going to remember the new lyrics in Kikuyu. But you know, you breathe in, breathe out, and you know, with the theater, it's a one take. There's nothing like, oh, let me start again. Oh, I'm sorry, let me go and come. No, 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 no. You have stood on stage. You deal with your mistakes if you have any. So you survive, okay? So I had my short prayer before I got on stage, and I got on stage. And let's just say when I opened my mouth, I closed my eyes. I forgot where I was. I just sang, period, because what else would I have done? And by the time I was done with the song, the crowd, or rather the audience, went wild. The audience, because I was like, you guys, are you serious? Are you for real? The crowd was so happy. The director was so happy. The cast members were so happy. And I thought to myself, wow, I actually challenged myself and I did it. And it turned out great. So that is how I came to translate this particular song that we're going to talk about today, which is the song that we did on the other video, which went viral on TikTok. And it's a song that I said Beyonce from Muranga. Ona tutiamionire ona tutiameiguire kimenyo ria igikwenda na ona diare na ngaja gikuigwa ukijira hello ndina muraika wakwa. So most people who are not into the production world, or they are not into this crazy world of ours, they don't get it. They don't understand how you can be away for a whole day and you're shooting something that's going to be seen for like 3 minutes. They don't get it. So I'm going to break it down for you, especially for you as the audience. And maybe for you you want to get into the filming, or rather the production side of your music journey, right? This one is for you. So the first thing about a music production, of course, is the theory part. The theory part comprises of composition. Yeah. There's a whole video I've done about how to write a song. So if you can go and check it out, you will learn on how to write a song. So the first part about a music production is the composition of the whole song. Yeah, and you know, the composition comes with the progressions, it comes with the structures, it comes with the beat, it comes with the tempo and all these kind of things. It comes, if you're going to go crazy on the instruments, maybe you need some extra instrument into the song. That's the composition, right? Now you have the composition in your head. Maybe you have a few creative friends or creative crew that you have with you. People have creative crew, actually. Usually it's not a one-man show, but that's a video for that's a whole video for another day, okay? People have a whole creation crew. So once you're done with your composition, which is the theory part, you look for a producer. Okay, so you found your producer, and also finding a producer is a whole new journey. Like, if you're not used to a certain producer, finding a producer who will understand your madness, because you see, creating is madness. It doesn't fall anything short of madness. Creatives are mad because that's how we come up with something that's extraordinary. So finding a producer who will actually understand your madness is another process altogether. Now, for me, for this particular song, Beyonce from Moranga, I knocked on to many producers' doors, and they were like, "What? What are you saying? What? Beyonce in Kikuyu? What are you saying?" Because now the arrangement is different, right? And maybe since I'm a Mugithi artist, knocking onto a Mugithi producer he was like, "What did you say? Who's that? How?" They don't get it. So I had to look for a producer who would actually understand what I'm saying. And the fact that I had arranged the song, that I was not singing all of it. I was not singing the whole song, because you see, the whole song can be too long, and the fact that it's a cover, you don't want to do all that. Beyonce did everything, so you don't want to come and contaminate what she already did. So you're just bringing your version onto the song. And before I found a producer who would hear me out and try and understand me, it took me a while. And the producer I found was awesome. His name is Nixon. I think I tagged him on the actual video. His name is Nixon. And he actually understood what I was saying. And the arrangement, we helped each other in the arranging on the song, which is very important. As a musician, you have got to learn how to arrange your music. Don't throw everything on the producer and expect miracles. No, you have to bring yourself in the song. So you have to learn how to arrange your music. Yeah, there's a whole video where I talked about the genres. So yeah, maybe I could emphasize on another video on the types of genres and how they are structured, but it is good to learn how to arrange your music. Now you're done with the audio production side of things. Okay, it's not done, it's not over. Okay, so now you have to look for a videographer. But before you can engage the videographer, you have to wait for the producer to be done. You know what the producer does? He does a lot. He doesn't just record your voice and kazi yake imeisha. No, he has to mix the instruments and your voice to be blended and, well balanced. He has to do something called mastering. Mastering is now to clean every other, just to make it nice and delicious. So you have to give the producer time for him to do the music some justice, do his magic, work it out. And then when it comes out, the audio is complete. So now then you can engage the videographer. Finding a videographer is also another story, my friend. Okay, let me tell you mine now. Hey! Now you've searched up and down in every nook and cranny mpaka umepata the videographer that you are looking for. Maybe the one that is within your budget, because videos can be really expensive, especially in this day and age. People are fighting for quality, and you see there are these types of cameras that have come up, and yeah, it's a whole new world of trying to find a videographer who you can actually afford within your budget. Okay, we don't want you to break the bank. So you found your guy, okay, and now the other thing that people lack once you found your videographer is telling the story in the video. That is one thing that people don't get. The people have not quite grasped. People don't quite understand. Okay, I've told my story in the song. Why do I have to tell my story again in the video? There are people who they want shortcuts in a whole production, and you need to tell the whole story visually and with your audios. Okay, so before now you go on location with your videographer, maybe, okay, for me, I do my own stories. I write down my own, how I would like the video to be seen. Okay, that is called a script. Yeah, we actually have a script in videography. In music, yeah, you can write your own script, or you can find someone to write your script for you. How you can get someone to write your script for you? You can just send them an audio of the song that you've done, and they'll be creative enough to visualize and to imagine how it's going to turn out once it's put on video. That is one important aspect that people don't take seriously, guys. especially my counterparts here in Kenya. I'm not pointing fingers. Yeah, we need to tell the story in the video. Okay, so get someone to do the script for you, or if you can do it for yourself like me, fantastic. Now the other thing you also need to consider before you go on set is where is the set? Where are you shooting this particular video? Is it somewhere in the desert, or is it somewhere in the bathroom, or is it somewhere in someone's living room or in the bedroom, or are you walking on the road? Like, you need to find your location. Let's not assume that everything will fall in place. No, 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 everything will not fall in place. Everything does not fall in place when it comes to production, music production. You have to plan everything, and you have to plan ahead, right? So now you found your location. Maybe your song is, you need a whole tarmac road. So you have to find a tarmac road that's not too busy with cars. You don't want people being crashed as they take the video, okay? You found your location. Honey, we're not done. We're not done, okay? So for ladies, especially us ladies, especially for me, you have to find wardrobe. Something called wardrobe is something that eats my head. I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to shoot. What am I going to wear? What am I going to wear? And that's where people like glam dolls come in. Glam dolls will come and glam you up according to your story. It's not now that you're talking about being poor, or a poor story, or a very sad story, and you're dressed up like a millionaire. No, you have to dress according to your story. So again, reach out to glam dolls if you're looking out for outfits like this. They're amazing, and she'll dress you up for your music video. She does a good job, right? So you're done with your wardrobe, you're done with your hair, makeup, and all that. Guys, we are not done, all right? People think a 3-minute show takes 3 minutes to shoot. These things can take months. The people who, like the song, the award song I sang at the beginning, we did that song with my able videographer here. And when we went to edit, he was like, no, we have to go back on set because there's something that he was not seeing that he needed, and we had to plan a whole new day for a video, right? Like, you have to have a rapport with your videographer so that you can have a good production. In the end of the day, we won. We won video of the year, and we won song of the year. That it takes communication between you, the musician, and the videographer. Okay, fine. You've gotten your location, you've gotten your wardrobe and makeup and all that, and you have your videographer here, right? So you go on set, you have everything done, shots, take 2, take 25, take 100, and it takes a whole day maybe to do a few scenes, or luckily the whole song, right? We are not done, ladies and gentlemen. We are not done, okay? So this is where we go to the editing room. Now, before we go to the edit room, I forgot to mention something. There are vixens. Amadem, they come dressed up, looking all gorgeous. You know, depending on your video again. Maybe for me, I look for muscled men, or just someone who's crossing the street, or someone. We need some. Do you see the extra people in the video? Those are the vixens. Yeah. They help with the telling of the story in completion, okay? So maybe you're talking about buying vegetables, and you don't have someone who's selling vegetables. You see, that story is not complete in the video, so you need the vixens. Okay, now we are done shooting. Let's go to the editing room. Ladies and gentlemen, not everybody can stand the editing room. Not everybody can. The edit room can be so annoying. You know why I'm saying annoying? Because your lips have to be in sync with the music, and it has to be taken, or it has to be played over and over and over again until your lips are in sync with the song. It's not a second, it's not a 1 minute thing. Like a guire. Hey? For me, editing, I think people who edit have a lot of grace. I respect you. I respect all editors, if it's in movies or music videos or any other editing. Editing is the most excruciating kind of process in any production. And that one, you have to give them time. Hapo, don't be in a rush. The first people, hey, now we are done shooting. We are going to get the video tomorrow. Oh, now we can release. Yo, unless you want a shoddy job. Unless you want a shoddy job, then you can get your video tomorrow, right? Otherwise, I'm just telling you, please respect editors. respect their work, give them time. Akikwambia 1 week, mpatie 1 week. Don't be in a rush. Ame-edit, amekutumia in 1 week. We are not done. Yo, in 3 minutes na take a century. We are not done. Once he's finished with the editing, he will send you the first, what is it called? The first edit. Yeah, he sends you the first cut. It's called the first cut. He will send you the first cut, and then now you will sit down with your glass of water and watch the end product first cut. You watch, you're like, I, na hapo, I, why did that, I, mbona, I. So you'll have a lot of eyes. When I say I, for those who don't understand Swahili, is like, why did that person, why is that part, why didn't he? That's why it's called the first cut. So once you're done viewing the first cut, you send him and tell him your mistakes, or rectify here, please do this, the sound here is not in sync. Give him another week. All right, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, are we together? So I don't mean to bore you. I don't mean to bore you when I'm giving you all these processes. I'm just trying to emphasize on the appreciation behind the scenes before we bring the production to you. It's like when you have a bash in your house, and your guests are coming in at 2 p.m. or they're coming in at 3 p.m., you know, Kenyan African timers. Do you wake up at 1 a.m. to start cooking? No. You wake up at 6 a.m. You probably even bought the vegetables or whatever you're going to cook the previous night. It takes a whole lot of preparation. Yani, it's a lot. It's a lot. But once it's out and released, the 3 minutes of fame, they look marvelous. But I just wanted you to appreciate that behind the scenes, it takes a lot. And for you upcoming musicians or artists or filmmakers, please avoid shortcuts. Avoid shortcuts. And that's why sometimes you'll find mediocre productions in these media houses or wherever it is. Avoid shortcuts. You know, nowadays, YouTube has come and people are vlogging on their phones. It's okay. It's a whole new generation. We get it. But at least let's respect the art of filming. Let's respect the art of producing, the art of composing music. Let's just respect that and let's bring out something quality. So to wrap up this video, I'm just going to leave you with one thing. If you're not going to take anything else from the whole of this video, at least take this one. Yeah, content is king, quality is queen, and they go hand in hand. Once you understand that in this creative world, you're done. You're good. Influencing, all that, music, theater, filming, you're good. Just understand that content is king, quality is queen. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love you guys. I love you so much. Continue subscribing. Continue sharing this content to your fellow friends who you know are in the creative world. And again, I'd like to mention that I am so grateful for the sponsorship of this beautiful B&B by Emmy Nyams. Emmy Nyams is on Instagram. Kindly call her. Get your staycation here. It's a 2-bedroom house, so you can come with your friend, or you can come with your spouse, or you can come with someone. Just come and have a getaway, a staycation, you know, something that's gonna make you have some sort of relaxation. Unaelewa hii maneno? So yes, thank you so much. I am so glad for you to be here, and I hope to see you on my next video, which is every Monday. Every Monday. See you on the next one.